You know, I find more and more today with our politics, and even some journalistic circles as well, there's very much a case of practice what you preach, do as I say, not as I do. What I mean by that is you get one side being very, very, very nasty, and then you get the other side saying, oh, don't do that, you'll offend me, you'll be... And then they go and do it themselves. It's usually the left attacking the right attacking the left, and sometimes you even get the left attacking the left, as I'll tell you about right now. How do everybody? Welcome back to the channel for a Thursday. Hope you're doing all right. I'm back in the garage again. The motor's down the other garage at the moment getting a service, so I'm back in here for the duration. Anyway, let's get right onto it, shall we? Yes, left and right attacking each other, and even left on left attacks, or blue on blue as you call it in military circles. You know, we had a situation the other day where Sir Keir Starmer was in Liverpool, and he was sitting there drinking a cup of the old Rosy Lee, and some lady came up and had a go at him, you know, purely having a go at the fact that him insulting Liverpool by having an interview with a certain newspaper all connected to Hillsborough and all the rest of it, and basically chastised him for not having a fucking clue about what goes on in people's everyday lives. Let's face it, the problem there exists with many a politician, and that could be a story for another time. But Owen Jones, if you remember that nice little person, has waded into this and made a request of people, and I shall tell you what that is. He's saying he's actually calling on members of the public to harass Sir Keir Starmer and even film it. You know, to me that's inciting something, and I wonder if he would be brought to book over it. I've known other YouTubers and commentators get done for lesser things, but anyway, here we go. Owen Jones called for members of the public to confront Sir Keir Starmer in the street and film it before he deleted the tweet he mentioned it in. I mean, just for the sake of clarity, here it is. You know, you can see that tweet right there. And it may well be backwards, I've just noticed, so my apologies for that. Sir Keir has been criticised for indicating a retreat from a pledge he made when he was running for the party's leadership in 2019 to support common ownership of rail, mail, energy and water. In a now deleted tweet, Mr Jones said, if you see Keir Starmer out and about, call him what he is, a con man and a liar, and film it. Enough of letting our politicians getting away with this grotesque level of dishonesty. Mr Jones has since deleted the tweet. In an earlier video posted on social media, the author and columnist slammed the Labour leader. It's probably not socialist enough, maybe. Mr Jones said, Keir Starmer is a professional political con man. I don't use those words lightly. In order to become the leader of the Labour Party, he made a series of solemn commitments and pledges, he called them, which were radical domestic policies and party unity. Now, he didn't just slightly break that mandate, or mostly break the mandate, he has brazenly, overtly delivered the exact opposite of what he said he would to be as Labour leader. I know this army of his supporters online, the most tedious, ridiculous Waitrose customers that you will ever come across. They think it's all fine because they don't believe in anything. They made their entire political identity Brexit and stopped Brexit for years. His comments were met with criticism online, with one person saying, do you think there may be a more productive way to engage politically and persuade the electorate besides harassing people you may disagree with? While another added, Owen, if it doesn't matter how many vacuous insults you throw at Starmer, Jeremy isn't coming back. I think that's quite near the truth, isn't it? Columnist Janice Turner also slammed Mr Jones, saying Owen is seriously encouraging his 1 million followers to harass a politician in the street. Maybe outside his home, less than a year after David Amos was stabbed. Has he lost his fucking mind? Mr. Jones has since attempted to clarify his remarks by saying, "To avoid the most tedious people on the internet misconstruing what I say, I'll rephrase it." Oh, here we go. "If Keir Starmer comes campaigning in your area, challenge him politely but robustly on the lies he said to become leader of the Labour Party." Well, you haven't done yourself any favours there, mister, because you're still encouraging people to go up and give him a bit of grief, really. I mean, I agree with your point, the political dishonesty. Yes, I'm agreeing with that. There were certain things that have come out of not only his mouth, but the mouth of other politicians over the years, and they rain on pretty much all of it. I mean, Starmer himself said, Brexit will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. There will be no going back, and we will respect the wishes of the British public. I don't need to produce video of this because it's common ground knowledge all over the place. You can find it very easily. And then he spent the next year to 18 months trying to overturn it. And now it's a thing of the past as far as he's concerned. They're all duplicitous as a bunch, but do I condone actively encouraging going up and giving them what for? No, I don't, particularly to a platform where you've got 1 million people following you. And as I said, it's double standards, because if anybody else made that comment, and I can think of somebody straight off, as I'm sure you could, they would be in all sorts of trouble. Not a good showing, Owen. Sorry about that. Toodaloo.